Ladies and gentlemen, the CrossFit Games Open starts now.
Welcome to The Spin. We're back on Wednesday. It's good to be back on a Wednesday night. Thanks for everybody that was joining us last week. Regularly scheduled program. We got a busy, packed show, and so we better just go ahead and get straight into it. You guys have we talked about it. You've probably seen the articles I've written. We have the guy behind everything.
The Xenom himself.
Yeah, Mr. Xenom. That's how it works around here. That is your last name. Keith Xenom.
I'll take it.
Yeah. Keith Barlow, welcome to the show. How are you doing?
Before we start, I don't want to tell you how to do your business, but you need to wear some very futuristic spacesuit whenever you announce Xenom.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Just think about it. Mull it over.
Yeah. I should have had a helmet on.
Yeah, helmet, maybe like a little silver spacesuit.
Tell us, how did the name come about?
Oh, everyone wants to know this. I wouldn't have thought that it was like such an interesting thing.
Never mind.
Well, a lot of times when they have this, like you can you search like what is the meaning of Xenom? Get some type of Greek or ancient type thing that kind of references and what you've kind of built it off of, but there's nothing out there for it.
No, I mean, if I'm being honest, when you think about the naming for this sort of a thing, it's very tempting to go down, and often people will go down a name that conveys a certain meaning or a feeling, like it's judgment or something like that. Kind of the art, especially if you're thinking, okay, we want to really own this space, we want to own an idea, is for it not to have connection to anything else. Obviously, there's 10 events, but if you think that there's more background to it, there's really not. I know that everyone enjoys the apocryphal Hyrox hybrid rock star, that's the reason. But we were looking for a name that we thought was distinctive, a name that would give us kind of ownership of something, make it clear that we're a CrossFit competition, but we're something very different as well. And then the decathlon of fitness, we thought was a really cool tagline. It fit it fit what we were doing. And I think if you were to ask people 30 years, I always think of decathlon as CrossFit before CrossFit.
Yep.
If you were to ask people 30 years ago who's the fittest person in the world, 100% they would have said the fittest decathlete. And I think that we were very much of the thought process when we were coming up with the idea of the sport and how to structure this season, how to create something that obviously is very recognizably CrossFit, but that then standardizes and creates a format that is comparable, that is global. That decathlon is a fantastic sport to kind of hold in our minds as something that has a great system, has a great structure, and I think gives people a good understanding of who we are and what we're doing.
Were there any names that you look back on rough draft names that you were we almost went with this and it was just, I'm so glad we didn't?
Yeah, 1,000 of them. We went down loads of different routes. It's a funny one. People will say, "Oh, Xenom, that's weird." But 5 years ago, so my background was I ran an agency called Fittest. Fittest is a PR and creative agency. We do a lot of work with Brian. We do a lot of work with people in the space, but with Hyrox. And so we started working with Hyrox right in their infancy, right at the start of it, before everyone in the world knew what it was and before it was its own fitness racing thing. And everyone, when we first, it was Hydrox? What's Hydrox?
I've called it that at least 17 times.
And B, people were running. Who is ever going to do 8 kilometers of running and 8 functional? You guys are idiots. And we had that conversation so often. But now, once once you get over that hump of like, oh, it's unfamiliar, I'm not used to it, then suddenly High Rocks rolls off the tongue, and Xenom, 2 syllables.
I mean, it's only been out in the public for a few weeks, and I feel like you say Xenom, and anybody that's been like clued in and like that follows the like the news space of it knows what you're talking about now, which I think is, goes to your saying, like it's not based off of anything else.
Yeah. And that's been super cool to see. I mean, we obviously had expectations for when we launched, and I always thought that this was meaningful. I thought that it was I always thought that it was going to be successful, and obviously we put a good portfolio of people around behind us and bring people into that team now as we grow. But the response really has been pretty incredible. Like, I think we had this basic thought process, which was there are 2 million CrossFitters who are still in CrossFit affiliates. There's like another 2 million of them in like the broader ecosystem. And there's like a wider pool of people outside of that are generally interested in constantly varied functional movements performed at relatively high intensity and who are pursuing this broad work capacity across time and movement, but that didn't have a competition for them. And I don't mean when I say that, I don't mean that the Open isn't a competition, and I don't mean that the Rogue Invitational isn't a competition, and I don't mean that the CrossFit Games isn't a competition, but they're all very different things, and that there was this gap, kind of CrossFit Games level experience for a person in a gym that has like these multiple access points. So like you could take part in a Xenom in like the compete category, which is like your scaled version where you're doing handstand push-ups to an ab mat and you're doing like basic pull-ups, and it's an amazing, obviously tough test of 10 events. And then that could scale to the elite version, but also scale even further where you turn it into a pairs competition and you cut the work in half and create this kind of this sport that people could then really understand. And that was our basic idea was, hey, I think that this probably works. And from the response that we've had, from how people have responded to tickets, from how people have just responded on socials, I mean, we added 11,500 followers super quickly. I think it's clear to me that demand is out there in the market, and people love CrossFit. Like,
yeah. So like, this has been out for a few weeks, but I can't imagine like a few weeks plus one is when you came up with the idea. Like, what was that, like that moment where you go, I have this idea.
Yeah.
How do I take it from, all right, I want to create this event that's 10 events, and you start thinking through it, and it's like, well, how do I even get to a point where I can launch? Like, what is that process? Yeah. How long has that been? Who have you worked with to get to this stage?
So I would say like 9 months start to finish. So
it's faster than I would expect.
So 9 months is like the short term. There's like a philosophical answer there, which is a decade, because
there it is.
CrossFit was like the most foundational, transformational thing in my life. Like, when I was younger, when I was like a young man, I was pretty overweight, not particularly happy, found CrossFit, genuinely the most transformational thing in my life. Met my wife in a CrossFit gym, built my first business in a CrossFit, and experienced this like truly transformational power of training and competition. And it was so fundamental that I can't talk about this business without talking about that experience that I had, and like how beneficial like competition was for me like during that period. And I think it's really clear that people train, they stay in the affiliates, they commit into training, they pursue when they have something to train for. So that's like the philosophical answer. But the real answer of like nuts and bolts is like really put it together and put the thought process together about 9 months ago. Went out, raised a bit of money from Wonderco, which is a venture capital company. It was the two managing partners, this guy called Jeffrey Katzenberg, who was the founder of DreamWorks Animations, and then he was the CEO at Disney, and then a guy called CJ Jaswa, who was one of the founders at Dropbox. So Did
it take a lot of convincing? Like, what was their initial thought when you approach them and say, I want to build something that's this grand?
I will say, I don't know if they are like if they do any sort of fitness or if they work out at all, but to pitch this to non-fitness dudes, I feel like, I mean, like really good business people can see through stuff that they don't really have experience in, but I feel like that would be the hardest mountain to conquer.
So both understood the fitness space, both understood what's going on. And I think you can look at like the broader demographic of like events and in-person real experiences. And you can look at High Rocks, you can look at even like just look at like marathons, look at any of these like big mass participation experiential events, like especially post-COVID. Like this is a world that people absolutely crave. We're in a more and more digital world. Physical in-person experiences ground people in their physical self and connect people in a way that very little else does. That is a secret that we've known in CrossFit boxes for many, many years. Like that grounding, that deep relationship with your physical self and that development of physical autonomy is a groundbreaking, unbelievable thing. And you can look at that wider market experience and you can look at all of the products that are being produced and the huge demand for them. Like High Rocks just sold out 8 days in New York. That's 40,000 people, and they sold it out in 24 hours. And then they opened another 2 days, and then they sold it out again. Like the demand is huge in there. And so, yeah, Jeff and CJ, can't speak highly enough of them, kind of saw the vision of what we wanted to do. And I think you can look at the CrossFit space and it's really clear that the competition space is there. I went to Wodapalooza this weekend. It was packed. It was pumping when it wasn't raining. Biblical rain. And you can look at the other events in the space and see, hey, there's an opportunity to build a really, really cool business. And that global population of people, like I can't tell you how hard High Rocks was at the start to like make people want to do it. Like we had to create like a new genus of athletes. Like we had to create these people that wanted to run and do functional fitness and we called it fitness racing. But we had to like create that, and there's 1.8 million people doing it this year. When you look at CrossFit, I was like, well, there's 4 million people out there already doing this thing. Like if I can make a really great competition that people really enjoy. And I think when people come to Dallas and they come to the first one and they see that we've got Framework working on it, who one of the event partners that everyone knows in the space, have run all of the biggest and best events. We've just hired Wilson Pack. We've got Rogue on board. Like,
wait, hold on. You hired him. Oh, yeah, Wilson Pack.
Hey, I know that guy.
Yeah. For those who don't know, he is the guy behind Syndicate Crown. So.
Yeah. So we just hired him.
Oh, wow.
This event, like people will be, when the images and everything come out, people will be like, oh, I should have gone to that. And that's what we had with High Rocks as well. It's like once people see it, and there are 4 million people out there in the world already doing CrossFit that love this, and like CrossFit is like built-in competitors. Like you're training at 6 o'clock in the morning and you're working out next to Jeff, the insurance salesman, and you're both like crushing yourselves trying to beat each other at 7 minutes of burpees. Like, tell me that guy doesn't want to come and do it in the Dallas Cowboys Stadium in front of his wife and kids and like make his thing that he does in the dark and in the cold and like a little bit niche and a little bit hidden away, like bring it out into the light. Yeah.
Well, and I look at it like bringing the CrossFit Games to your average gym goer, your regular CrossFitter. Yeah. This is your opportunity to see what the CrossFit Games is like and you get to go do it.
Yeah, exactly. And like, exactly that. That's our vision is, okay, that CrossFit Games level experience. CrossFit's a bit of an odd sport in that the best version of the sport in the world. No, CrossFit's an amazing sport. But the best version of the sport, only like 20 guys and 20 girls get to do. And if you've ever done any other form of like high level sport, you know how incredible that feeling is of like when you go out on the field and you get that Super Bowl moment and you get to be kind of the hero of your own story for a couple of days. I think that's an incredible thing that you can then go and give to the people in the space that are already doing it, that are already training for it, and have already built this. Like, I think people like kind of forget how incredible the broad work capacity across time and modal domains that CrossFitters build, like the fitness and the physical capacity that people build in this space, it blows everyone else out of the water. There's a reason that the CrossFit Games finds the fittest on earth. And there's nothing out there at the moment that lets people display that in a test that is designed for them and captures that broad capacity.
And the rest of the world just doesn't get it. Yeah. They don't understand. Like, I tell people this all the time. Like, if my wife gets down on herself because she's getting beat by Jeanette in a random workout, like, babe, to your work colleagues and if you just go grocery shopping, you're the fittest person there. You're the freak. Yeah. They think you're the fitness freak. But you look at Tia Toomey all day and you think that you're not fit, but like it's insane. Yeah. She's listening. But just for your regular CrossFit Gen Pop, you are in the 1% of the world.
Yeah,
and it's insane.
And then it's like, if you can take it for those people and give them the opportunity to put that fitness to the test. And obviously, like, it's a hard test. It's 10 events over 2 days. Like, it's meant to be tough. There's obviously accessible entry points into it where you do it as a pair, you can split the work up, you can make it easier for yourself. But wherever you do it, like, it's going to be incredible. And you get to take and show, like, the people around you what this fitness thing you do is, in the best venues in the world. I think that's incredibly exciting and incredibly, like, powerful for those people.
Yeah, John's over there in Houston, so it's not too far of a drive.
John only coaches moms.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't only coach moms. That just seems to be the clientele.
His market.
That's his targeted demographic.
That goes my way.
So you come up with an idea 9 months ago. WonderCo throws money at you. They're like, yes, let's do this. I now need to make 10 events. How does that process go? Like, how did you come up with 10 events? We know 9 of them. If you want to share
specific programming.
Yeah, if you want to share the 10th one, there's 236 people that would love to hear it. But no, tell us about the start of the
just put it in ChatGPT.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Done. Yeah, just give me 10 events. Please tell me. No, I mean, it's an interesting challenge. No one's ever had to think about it in this way before, which is make it a great test. Make it something that captures broad work capacity across time and modal domains. Make sure it scales across not just like 2 events, but scales to 10 to 20 to 30 to 40 to 50. When you start getting into that, like, you start getting
competitions, Tyler, not events.
Oh, okay. See, our terminology is here.
Sorry. So it's a competition.
No. I was like, what?
Yeah. There's a competition with 10 events inside it. You start then getting into, like, the logistics of, okay, how do I move all of this kit all of the way around the world? Like, how do you make that work? And you have to then work within some constraints on that front. We also didn't want to work with, specifically, I didn't want to work with a named programmer or like a named camp or something to design the events, because obviously everyone in the CrossFit space has an opinion about everyone else. So we worked with Motion Surbiton, which is a gym in the UK. They came 4th at the CrossFit Games in the teams in 2024. Really great group of guys, very, very experienced, multiple time regional semis athletes, programmed a lot, owned 2 affiliates as well in the UK with 600 members. So had like obviously what we've built is we want the elite athletes to come and have a go at it, and it needs to test them, and it needs to be an incredible test for them. But it really has to serve the person in the affiliate, and it has to give the person in the affiliate something to go and train for, but also then the affiliate owners something to coach around. That was the way that we thought about it. Mm-hmm. So, we worked with them. I have my L1 and my L2, but I am not Mr. Programmer. So we went and found, the right people to go and program it. And look, it's CrossFit. And so everyone is going to have an opinion. People are going to be like, I would have done overhead pistol squats. That's the best test of.
Hey, let's not get into grid talk here. Okay, yeah. This is not that podcast.
And that was a big thing. Was like, we didn't want it to become. They had to be. You can look at this sort of creating this sort of a test, and you can get really complicated, and you can really over engineer it. And what you want is it to look good and to be a good test for the elites, but to test everyone across the board at a similar rate, something that you can assign specific values to. So we use the Elite Performance Index. So all that is the same scoring system as decathlon. So essentially, you either have to have a rep denominated workout or you have a time denominated workout. If it's rep denominated, then you award points per repetition, or you award points per second in a time denominated workout. And those workouts, they either sit linearly, so you award points on a linear basis, or you do them with a slight C curve. So you either flatten the top or you flatten the bottom. That you have to, it's a super complicated process to make that system work properly. But
calm down, Tyler.
I'm picturing Keith trying to explain this to other people. Keith, I don't know if you know this. It created a whole scoring system that basically does this, but it does it like to the field that exists at the time.
Okay.
So 100 is the best.
It's not a grand field. It's a field per competition.
Okay.
It's like a real-time equation every time.
Yeah.
Where you have a set equation that the standards can shift if somebody tops it.
Yeah.
Right.
And the hardest part is that people don't get how hard this part is to sell it quickly and make people even barely understand it.
That was the simplest way I can think to describe it.
It's super
he's
hard.
got the decathlon to go back on, so he could just be like, guys, you don't get it. It works like the decathlon. It's just CrossFit.
Yeah, mine was made from scratch.
Yeah, Tyler's like, I got to walk you through 5 different graphs to get to the point.
Your model is, we looked at that as a model of score, but if you
Keith, the thing is the call's now over because you didn't go with it, so thank you for your time.
Dude, Tyler just got so excited.
So obviously we're doing different things. Like we're designing a system that we want to work for hundreds of thousands of people. And if you then have this model where you adjust essentially for every basically what you're saying is you adjust for every world record, that then becomes your 1,000-point score, and the system adjusts.
So you're not doing that?
No. So in our system, there is a theoretical 1,000 points. So we award, say we award 7 points per rep for whatever the workout is, and 1,000 points would be the best possible score that an elite CrossFitter would get. Not necessarily the best score that, if it's the snatch, not necessarily the score that an Olympic lifter is going to get. So an Olympic lifter might turn up and say, I'm not going to give any of it away because we've not actually revealed it yet, but say theoretically we set an elite snatch score for men at 150 kilos. But then an Olympic weightlifter turns up and he's just like, hey, I'm going to come and do this. I'm going to come last on every event. But I just want to do the snatch.
Like you're just
and I'm going to get 100 and I'm going to get 1,150 points. Then that's the way our system works. So you can get over the 1,000 points.
Oh, you can go. Okay, so it just sets up. Okay, cool.
I thought if it got broken, then the standard resets, and that's the new 1,000 points.
That makes it really difficult because then you have to reset every historical record. Right. So you're constantly changing the field. Whereas if you have this system, then your results from this year versus next year, it's really easy to look at and say, okay, the person who won this year got 8,500 points, and then next year was 8,700 points, and the quality of the field has shifted consistently. Because then you can make it's probably the best debate in CrossFit. It's who was better, Rich Froning or Matt Fraser? And it's impossible to ever.
No, it's not.
But it's impossible to make a direct comparison.
Yeah, but you know the answer.
Yeah. There's one right answer.
I have no opinion on the answer.
Oh, you do, though.
Man.
Well, if you don't, then we'll invite you on the next show, and I will change whatever opinion you do have.
from a sports talk standpoint, this is really cool because, you know, you can say like if the max score is 100 on any event, you can be like, well, the max score ever achieved in this, you know, in the snatch event is 110 points or whatever. I think that I like that you're not resetting it. I think that makes it.
Would there be?
Talk about.
Go ahead, Spin.
Yeah, I think probably on the same page as you, John. Like, if you had created this in 2012, I think the athletes today would be over 1,000 points every event.
Yeah, and
that wasn't my question.
Do you have any concerns about in 15 years, like a 330-pound snatch is not going to be?
I actually think we're tapped out for strength, but go ahead, Spin.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think,
but they could cap out at 330, and like that's not a huge issue for more athletes. But they can also run faster or do things faster than we had thought today.
So I think that one of the things that makes, like, firstly, not a huge concern, because then the scoring system just moves on. Someone becomes I think that the best person in this is probably like an 8,500 point athlete when we start. Say in 10 years time, like, that's really progressed, then those brackets just start to move, and okay, that's an 11,000 point athlete. Like, that's not the end of the world. Like, it
would be an achievement to be over 10,000. We would probably make a big deal of like, if somebody got over 10,000, like the first person to ever break 10,000 would be like Eddie Hall's deadlift.
Yeah, it would be like, oh wow, okay, this person is really
like special. That's Xenom's 4-minute mile.
Yeah, and that's like, no one ever changes. If you think about it, you take that perspective, but no one ever changes the 200 meters because Usain Bolt ran it too fast. Like, no one's ever like, hey guys, this scoring system, it doesn't work anymore. We need to put some ankles on his weights. Like, we need to make it harder. Like in the traditional sense of like athletics or that kind of a challenge, like, you just look for continued better performance and you say, this is a really good test. And I think that's super key here, is the test stays the same, but for anyone who is thinking about doing a Xenom, like, the way to get better at the test is obviously not just doing the same 10 tests over again. Like, the best way of getting better at this is going to be continuing to practice constantly varied functional movements performed at relatively high intensity, maybe with some more specialization, maybe with some more focus around it. And I've had some really interesting conversations with coaches who are like, okay, how do I pick this apart? Like, if I have 6 months to get someone ready, like, how do I actually go and pursue this? I think it'll be really interesting. Like, I'm genuinely really interested to see how people approach the training for it. I'm interested to see how they approach taking part in it. Yeah.
The athletic, you know, the training aspect of it is really cool. The hardest part about CrossFit when you're training is you never know what you're going to get when you actually get to the competition. And what's cool about High Rocks is people know what paces they need to hit if they want to be competitive. And then if they want to, like, really start, you know, you listen to Hunter talk about High Rocks and it's like, he knows what he needs to be doing in training. He knows what, you know, what good times are, and his training dials in because of that. And you can do that with Xenom, where you couldn't ever do that before. Like, you're going to need to hit X. Like, you can even back calculate. For me, I'm not a good snatcher. So it's like, if I want to do well across the competition and I know that I'm going to hit, like, I don't know, 225 or something, I know that I need to make up for it here in this piece because I can't do well in the snatch piece. So I think, like, coaches, like, this is a really good opportunity for coaches to open up a whole new
and once you do one, you'll have a whole score sheet to see, well, my snatch is 600 points. So do I have an easier time making that 800 or an easier time making the 3K run, 2K ski faster, right? They're gaining ground on that.
And this was my whole, this was the reason that I created the scoring system I created, because Sam Dancer was never going to be able to do, like, a good 7K run. Like, he just can't train enough. He's too strong. He's too big. He's never going to do that. This gives somebody, and it's like, this gives him an opportunity to be like, okay, I know I'm just going to suck at that event.
Problem. It sucks to have that problem.
Well, Well, like if you look at like the Tour de France, like a Sam Dancer would be like a sprint specialist in the Tour de France,
right?
Who wins specific stages and stuff like that. Yeah.
Do you know how big the sprinters are in the Tour de France?
Probably not as big as Sam Dancer.
They're 165 pounds.
Yeah,
huge. They're huge,
but their quads make up about.
So I'm just saying, like they're like.
Yeah,
I hear he'd be a specialist in Xenom.
Yeah. This whole point brings me to my second business pitch, which is I think you have an opportunity with it, and this one, again, mull it over. You get the camps that exist, and you let them have teams. Now, don't make this mistake where you have them. I'm
really listening now.
Like I think he knows what he wants to do, Tyler. But go ahead.
Don't have them do the workouts. You can either have them do the workouts together, maybe have like a team of 4, but that way you can accentuate your specialists, but then they take other events off and different things like that. I think the camps would like really eat.
Oh, I see what you're
That's
saying.
year 2.
Yeah, you could have a strength specialist, endurance specialist, a gymnastics specialist.
We've thought about
team of 3.
Yeah, we've thought about a lot of stuff, but like I don't particularly want to get into like a grid system where you have like these super specialists. I don't grid super cool sport. John. No, it's like super cool sport doing well. No offense. That like hyper specialism where then people are like bounce cleaning 140 for like a set of 8 or something, but that's all they do.
That's all.
I think that we really value the overall athleticism and the beneficial characteristics of being generally broad adaptive fitness. Like if you go and read, I went and read like a lot of like the very early like CrossFit Journal stuff. So, and if you read like Glassman just like talking about sport, and he's basically saying, hey, if you squat 900 pounds, I know you don't run a 4-minute mile. If you run a 4-minute mile, then I know that you probably can't deadlift 2 times your body weight. Like, and those aren't, whilst you want to keep this constantly varied functional movements, we want to standardize it, but we don't want to lose the spread of that generally beneficial broad adaptive fitness. So I wouldn't want to encourage people down that route, but I think this is a really interesting moment and opportunity for the sport to like what happens with the camps, like how do they approach it. We will release our full season structure. There will be incentives there for people to perform well, 100%. And I think so when I was coming up with the idea, I spoke a lot with affiliate owners, and I think affiliate owners probably have the same experiences as anyone who's running a programming business or trying to coach people for CrossFit for whatever thing. And I kept hearing 2 pieces of feedback. Like one was, Hyrox has been amazing for my business. I got 50 new members. That's great. 2, Hyrox is a problem for my business because how people achieve their personal fame, their personal status within their own lives right now, it comes from the experiential fitness that they're doing. And that is a power output based running paced modality, which means that no one is coming in and saying, man, I really wish I got 10 ring muscle ups. They're coming in and saying, I want to do more conditioning. I want to run. I want to do the sled push. So when I was thinking about what we could bring into the space that wasn't abrasive or bad for the area, it was like, it's got to be good for those affiliate owners. So what we have to do is we have to create a sport that incentivizes the athlete, the person in the box, to say, hey coach, I want to clean 140 kilos. Like obviously not 140 kilos, but I want to get better at my clean, and I want to be able to use toes to bar. Okay, great. Then we're taking you down the path that I think the whole sport wants to follow, which is to continue to pursue the methodology and the prescription as it was originally set out, and not become hyper focused on one thing or the other.
So there's 3 divisions.
Yeah.
Compete, is it RX and Elite?
Yeah.
Is that so? When people sign up, like, how does Elite, like, what is the Elite field? Like, how big is it? Who's that for versus somebody that's a RX, etc.?
Yeah. Well, the Elite field is an invitation field. So you select yourself into Elite, and then our sport team reviews. If you don't get into elite, you get placed into RX.
Is that based on the number of Instagram followers, or is it like actual metrics of how good you are?
It is actually how good you are at fitness. Okay. Yeah. We've got
who deems that?
Say again?
How do you deem how good they are at fitness though?
Auditions.
No. We have three we have 3 metrics internally. We haven't actually announced this yet.
You're here for first.
Yeah. So we'll look at obviously previous performance, and that's a combination of looking at like the Rogue Invitational rankings, looking at a previous Xenom score that's occurred, or through the sport team's discretion. But yeah, so the elite category is limited, and that's like if you go and look at the workouts, I would not go and do the elite category. I'd have a terrible time going and doing the elite category, and I would not recommend everyone to go and select that. But that would be like, look, when the event is, you'll have quarterfinals will have finished, semi-finals will have finished. I already know that there's like a fair few of the elite athlete field that will come and compete in this. You've got some crazy people that might come and do it before the games, but that's like obviously not the core focus. At the RX level, basically you're doing the open RX. If that's what that's the type of athlete you are. And then at the compete level, if you look at the way the workouts are generally structured, even where they have like relatively high complexity gymnastics or something in them, there is an attainable starting point that takes people up to a certain level. And then, okay, you haven't got a bar muscle up. Same as the open, like you have some bits where people don't manage to progress from, but that you then have this big incentive to go and learn that skill and go and progress. Yeah.
So have you considered inviting any influencers?
No.
How about John and Tyler? Would you? How about John and Tyler?
I'll put it like this. The elite category, there is no workout that I can't do. and I'll even go out on a limb and say I'll have the highest score in 2 of the events.
Okay, which 2?
The snatch and the clean ladder. The 10-8-6-4-2 clean ladder, 315.
Okay. You don't snatch 315. You snatch more than 315.
No, I wanted to, but I got hurt.
That's a serious snatch, Jesus.
And he cleaned 400, cleaned 400.
Well, don't ask me about my 3K run 2K ski, but it'll get done.
And that's the beauty of it is like, okay, yeah, you come and you crush like 2 of the events, but if you've got massive glaring holes across certain time domains and certain modalities, like you'll get found out. I think the fittest person on earth will still win a Xenom. I think the person who wins the CrossFit Games would win a Xenom, because the test is broad enough. That said, it's not probably the best way of finding the fittest person on earth. To do that, you need unlimited resource, unlimited time, very few people to test, and just like be like, okay, yeah, you're going to do a marathon row now. Like logistically, if you think about like how difficult that is, like we can't do that. No, other people are much better at doing that and have loads of experience, and we wouldn't add massive value in pursuing that route, which is why we very much went down. What we thought about was like, where's the white space in the industry? Like, where is no one doing anything? Where is no one building anything? And it was in, I don't want to use the word mass participation because I think that is unfair to a CrossFitter to say like you're doing mass participation. You're not. You're doing like, you instantly, by just putting the 1 rep max snatch in, you instantly eliminate 95% of people that do a high rocks. Like, and so I don't want to call it mass participation, but that's where the space was of there is no one trying to build this thing at the moment. So we can come into this space and then be able to work really friendly, do an amazing deal with Rogue, do a deal with CrossFit, and build something that I genuinely think like the rising tide lifts all ships in this situation. I think that if we're super successful, we drive people into affiliates. We give people a reason to train. And that's good for CrossFit, but it's good for the brands in the space. It's good for, we've had so much interest from brands who have been in the space, who love the space still and are like, oh, this is cool. Like, how do we get involved? Yeah.
The media part of this, like one of the best things about High Rocks is that you have all kinds of, like, what did you say, 1.8 million people who are all going there, taking pictures and posting them to their social media, and it looks huge and it looks cool. And it's like, if you amplify it, or if you take that and copy and paste it over into the CrossFit sphere, you know, the largest part missing is that the normal person doesn't have their CrossFit Games experience like that, where it's huge and it's, you know, super shiny. And this will accomplish that. And so, you know, when you were kind of going over that, I was like, yeah, that's the part that will grow the entire pie.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I know a lot of the stats from High Rocks. Like, the average person who goes to a High Rocks, they post like minimum of 3 times. Like, in the training, they do the event and post. They post hundreds of stories. They do the marketing for High Rocks. And I think you should learn lessons in business, in whatever you do. You should learn lessons from people that have done it really well, but you should learn the right lessons. And I think the right lessons from High Rocks are in like the production level, in the quality of what you do, and how much you care about the person who is taking part. Like from check-in, from the minute you purchase the ticket, to check-in, to how you compete, to the training, to the warm-up equipment, to how you're managed, to how you're marshaled, to how you're judged. Like, that's the bit that we should be learning. And I think there's quite a lot of, instead, us like CrossFit then trying to, or people or things in the space kind of saying, okay, how do we make a fitness race? Like, how do we make a fitness race for CrossFitters? And I was of the opinion that that's not the lesson to learn. Like, the lesson to learn is do CrossFit at massive scale really, really well, adapt it a little bit. Yeah.
Have you?
All right, I'm going to leave you with one last question.
Go ahead.
I've seen it in the comments here and others. So I don't think it's a surprise. Like, the $500 is, I think it might be higher than High Rocks. It's probably one of the higher fees for a competition. What will people who are on the fence of it going, man, that's expensive, like, give them their pitch of what they're going to encounter when they go to Dallas, like vendors, like what is that experience going to be like, to maybe push somebody over that fence to go try this out?
Sure. Come to Dallas, do the best competition you've ever taken part in. Be catered to from the moment you come in to the moment you leave, with the highest level of production and care. Huge investment from brands, huge investment from people in the space. Do the thing that you do every week, every day, in one of the best stadiums in the world. Be elevated to that place. Come and experience. I don't know if you've ever done, I'm sure you guys have done your L1, but they say, like, when you're trying to convince someone to why they should come and do CrossFit, and the answer is come to bring a friend on Saturday, come to the class on Saturday. Like, come and experience it, come and see it, come and do it. It's like, it's that Super Bowl moment. It's the thing that High Rocks did so incredibly well, was to give people the moment in their lives that takes them back. That is the Super Bowl time. That's them on the floor in front of the crowd doing their thing. Yeah.
Awesome. Appreciate it. Mr. Xenom, Keith Barlow.
Mr. Xenom, Keith Xenom.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, you got your work ahead of you, but it sounds like if you got Wilson working with you, I don't know what his role is, but
good choice.
He will definitely do a very good job for you, and looking forward to see what Event 6 is here very, very soon.
Amazing. It'll come soon. It'll come soon.
Awesome.
Do you guys want to compete?
Yes.
These guys definitely want to compete.
Yeah, I want to do the elite one though, man. It's
no. John and Tyler need to do RX. And
I want to do elite pairs with John.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we can maybe make something happen.
There we go.
Let's do it. I promise you, we won't be last place.
How's this gonna How's this going to work in the snatch? Because I'm not.
Yeah. How does it? I have one question. Do we have?
I only have 6 more questions.
Yeah. Very quick there, John.
How did you figure out the standards?
What do you mean?
Like for 1,000 points in each category, how do you figure out what that 1,000 points is?
Testing. Yeah. So we've tested this through quite a few athletes from a range of capabilities. Yeah. So we have a good picture of what we think the best in the world can. It's not the best in the world in terms of, like I said, it's not an Olympic weightlifter, but it's the best CrossFitter in the world, and you can do it. You can obviously do a lot of looking at historical data and looking at games results and figuring stuff out from that side on the elite. We've also had quite a few elite athletes come through and test under NDA. If you were
the run ski is like, what would Roman put up in the run ski, and then that's 1,000 points. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Essentially, yeah. Not exactly, but yeah.
Okay.
That's the general process. What was your question on the snatch as well?
So if we do if we do partners, right? John's obviously going to do the snatch. Like I'm going to offer
combined.
Oh, it's combined
pounds, Tyler.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, John.
It's okay. It's fine.
That actually that motivates me, because then I can again do better on the other parts that I would do better at, and not stress out about training for the snatch. Like I'll obviously want to train for the snatch, but I
actually think you're going to hurt me on the bike more than the snatch.
I think so too.
I think that is the worst best test on there. Mm-hmm. You're a little bit fatigued, so it's not like you obviously coming off of a rope climb, wall walk workout, so you're coming into it a little bit fatigued. But yeah, anyone who's ever done a 60-second bike knows how that feels. You get the longest break after that before you go into
the standard over or under 60 cal?
I did it fresh and I got 49. I think that
it's over.
Yeah.
So
I think
80 cal, because Martin Lisi's did 81.
Yeah, I think you've got some big boys in the space that rip that apart.
Yeah. Okay, I was just curious. That's what I'll do 60 cal. That's what I'm gonna do.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. It.
How many did you say you did?
I can't get more and I can't get less. That's just what it's gonna be.
How many did you say you did, Keith?
I got 49.
That's pretty impressive.
I'll get
50.
49 is impressive.
Like a workout that definitely suits me. Are
you taller?
I'm like 6'2".
You a big cyclist?
Sorry, what was the question?
Are you a big cyclist?
No, I'm just quite a big guy. I played rugby when I was younger, and at one point I basically, when I said it transformed my life, I got into CrossFit. I met my wife in a CrossFit gym. I at one point got into really, really good shape, convinced her to marry me, and then I was like, okay.
Then he started
and done.
Well, dude, no, we would love to. We'll film our experience and everything, and we'll make a big deal out of it.
Okay, yeah, I'd love to have you.
I only trash the parts that I'm bad at.
We can have Andrew document it if he wants to, Tyler.
Excellent.
Andrew.
We'll figure out something.
He's been noticeably quiet about this. So I'm like, okay, cool.
Are you waiting for it? You waiting for his response?
I've been pretty surprised at whenever you launch something in this space, you're kind of expect people and just fire shots at you, especially if you're not a face or a name. I would be known to brand owners and athlete managers and stuff, but no one else knows who I am. So I was quite pleasantly surprised at the reception that we had when we came in. So I'm sure.
No, I'll get in touch with you, Keith, and we'll try to work something out and try to get these guys to set the standard in Dallas, June 27th and 28th. Thank you, Keith.
Amazing.
And,
guys, thank you.
Good luck getting it all set up, and we'll be
Cheers,
right back after this break.
Thanks, Keith.
The doctor of the future will give no medicine.
You were an elite marathon runner.
I would say the last thing you want to do is start running.
Cancer is very preventable. It's not whether you believe, it's what the data tell us. The evidence is massive to support that.
I could take you off of your medications.
We've heard plenty about how fat can turn into ketones, and I'm here to tell you that you're not hearing enough.
I want everyone in the world to know that.
There you go. Keith Barlow, man, that was we made him overstay his welcome, but
what's the date for Dallas?
June 27th, 28th.
All right, so I'm gonna be in the midst of grid league training.
You'll be ready.
So you'll be really strong.
I mean, no, yeah, I'm not worried about my part, but I'm just letting you know that also, like on the stuff that I'm not good at, I'm going to be exceptionally not good at that stuff at the time.
Run.
That's what I'm telling
I got 3 months.
Do you think he'd be better off doing the stuff he's good at or doing the stuff that he's bad at?
I think it's
me.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing. It's the balance. It has to be somewhat balanced.
Yeah. Because you bring it down or bring it up.
For me, the way I see training for this is just going to be like the stuff that I could be good at.
You want to be good at. You want to be good.
I want to be good at, but like the training that I have to put into those is not like a huge amount more to get like way better at it. And then the stuff that I'm bad at, like
it's so much for a little.
Yeah, and it's like but I can just amp up the training just a little bit on that. So like I'm talking 20%, and then I'm solid. Like I'll be the best I can be at that event.
I think I'll probably try to do the workout stuff, like a workout version of it, like once a week. You know what I mean? Like once a week, and then I'm grid league training, so I really don't have to do like the weightlifting stuff just because I'm doing it and that stuff.
Right.
All right. Time for some viewer comments. We need to
I'm
move
not
on.
going to train the 60 cal bike.
I will have to train that.
I really wish it was July 20th because I'd be like mid Tour de France. You know what I mean? I'd be really prepared for it.
Peaked.
Oh, dude, yes.
I don't think you want to be. I don't think you want to be peaked for it. I think if you told Dallin he had to do a 1 minute bike sprint, he'd be traumatized. He'd be like, "No, I'm not skip that one."
I've not pushed myself to the depths that Dallin has. That was clear in this open workout because we had similar like time discrepancies of when we thought we were going and when we weren't. When we actually went, I DM'd Dallin and I was like, 4 minutes in the workout, it became very real that I am not you, and. And he thought that was funny. But.
All right, viewer comments. Here we go. First up, at NJSB Construction. Do you think Austin, that's Austin Hatfield, needs a change of scenery, like moving to Proven, to have any shot at winning?
Yeah, I got asked this question like 5 times. I don't think it's necessary. But I don't think it's the worst idea. But I don't think he needs to. No.
Does he need to break up with Haley?
No comment. I it's like having a baby a little bit because when you're in the new girlfriend boyfriend, I mean I guess they've been dating for a while, but like you just do stuff with them all the time. Like you don't have an obsession. Like you're going on dates, you're going to Disney World. Like it's great. It's great. Go love each other. Like it's awesome. But you're in the lovey-dovey puppy dog phase, and that takes a lot of your time and just mindset and thinking. Like it just does. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but it just does. When you have maybe not as much as having a kid, because you can always be like, "Hey, I got to get this done." You know what I mean? Like,
sorry, Abby,
give me 2 hours. Yeah, Abby Grace, I can't do that. But
so I was thinking about athletes that I like that I really get behind, like I have like big fandom for, right? And like generally, they seem to have some demon that they're trying to conquer. And Austin particularly came to my head, and I don't know what that is.
There's no demon.
There's no demon. And then like Haley comes along, and maybe it has nothing to do with Haley.
You're saying Haley Adams is a demon.
No. Haley comes along, and it's like he's just content.
I don't want to put this on
assume.
Haley. I hated
I don't
it.
either.
I hated it whenever.
But it is the thing that changed.
But they put Ellie Turner on Justin, and I hated when they did that. And I don't want to do that with Haley and Austin. It is a thing. It is a thing. It does make a difference. But I'm not gonna say that's the reason he's messing up in competition or he's overly confident or he's not winning the games. I don't think that's true. It's just, it is a thing that you have to be aware of.
What this means, Austin, is that we want you to get there, and we're just wondering why.
Yeah, let us know.
Why aren't you there?
Why aren't you doing what I want?
Next one. Here we go.
I feel like Jeanette has heard that sentence.
At the penis blue. No, the pen is blue. Which one is it?
The pen is blue.
The pen is blue. Okay, sorry. It's hard to tell. JY has the personality of the guy that always has a bottle of ghost pepper hot sauce and is always like, just try it. It's not even that hot.
Couldn't be more wrong.
I don't know who that guy is, but Tyler, go ahead.
There's no like that. Nope. I get what you're saying, but you're wrong.
Can you explain it to me? Because I don't understand it. Neither does Spin.
He's
Please,
like
inform us.
He's kind of saying, you know how Jason kind of like, he's like, dude, just do it. Like I got like you like this ain't no big deal, but it's like kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
He's saying you're kind of like that.
No, I'm not like that at all.
Okay.
I'm a very like, hey, do what you want. Like that kind of guy.
Yeah, okay. Before I get to the next one, I do have to tell you guys, got good deal for you between now and 2 p.m. If you go and use code HOG on Paper Street Coffee,
HOG
at paperstcoffee.com, you will save not 10%, not 20%, not 30%.
Are you kidding me?
Not even 40%, but 50% off everything at Paper Street Coffee.
Everything?
Everything. You got to spend more than $25, but why would you order something if you're not going to spend $25?
It's $50 essentially. You're spending $50. That's only $25.
That's only $25. You spend $100, it's only $50 when you use code HOG, HOG.
That's a
freaking great deal.
Hog to me, I know how it's spelled really, but now it's spelled HAWG.
Yeah,
don't do that though. Don't do that. Use HOG to get the deal. If you type in HAWG, it might be cooler, but you're not going to get the savings. So
maybe HOG. That's the cheat code to that 75% off.
That might be 75% off. You never know. There we go. Frog Grips. You better use code SPIN. That's right.
You cancel every order.
That's how you do it.
That's amazing.
That's how you do it. Thank you, Summer. Back to viewer comments. Here we go. At Imperfect, still worth it. All right. After listening to Mirham's name be butchered for a year now, let's try to give some help here. You're pronouncing it with a hard H, Mirham, which isn't there. Replace it with a Y, like year.
Miriam.
You're good to go. Mirham.
Listen.
Miriam.
Listen,
Miriam.
Imperfect,
Miriam.
still worth it. I say her name like I want to say her name. Okay? When she does something worth a name change, it will happen.
She's won the Open twice.
No, dude. If you have a name...
Hey, we were calling out Mirham a year ago.
Before anybody knew who she was.
Nobody knew her. We were calling her Mirham. People were like on the Mirham train. I don't know.
Yeah, we love Miriam. If she ever wins the CrossFit Games, then I will be like Miriam Emmanuel Vaughn.
It's not Miriam.
It's Miriam.
Miriam. I don't know.
Miriam.
I will call her by her full name and of her forefather's name if she wins the CrossFit Games, and it will never be said differently ever again. Until that point, that super strong, bunny hopping like woman is named Miriam.
Yes, that's right.
I think I can help with this pan situation. just somebody clear.
The way she
just
jumps
pronouncing
over a
it
box.
16
The way she jumps
times.
over a box. I want to call that like the Miriam way or the Miriam.
Yeah, it's that. Like, it's still might be the best video.
Miriam hop.
That's my favorite video I've made in quite some time. Like
Dude, I tried to make it look like that. I'd be like, no, the way she does it, like you just can't move like that. And then I was like, let me do 2 or 3 reps like how she does it. And I like tripped over my feet trying to jump over the box. And it was the most unathletic I have ever felt. Like, and
what if you just did 20 inches though? Would that help?
No, dude, I did it on 20 inches. Like I tried to move
12 inches
like she moved, and it just, my body couldn't do it. And I've never felt more unathletic. And I don't know how I tripped over my feet, but it was because I'm usually like pretty good at emulating stuff that you see, and could not do it. It was wild. And I was like, well, that's not happening again. There are a couple guys in my gym made fun of me, and I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna handstand walk now because none of y'all can do that. So that's yeah.
All right, thank you. Imperfect. Miriam is great. At Michael Barakat, I love 26.2. For once, I paced well on open workout and did 8 ring muscle ups. My first ring muscle ups in a WOD ever. While everyone in the box was cheering for me, was a hell of an experience.
That's awesome.
I think I responded to this and said, Tyler tried to take this away from you.
Ooh.
I wanted to take it away from me, Michael. So, Michael,
Michael.
Michelle Barakat. If he got 8 ring muscle ups, he probably had time to do 1 under 10 minutes. Just
how accomplished would you have felt then?
To do that 1 ring muscle up?
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys are wrong.
And I'm gonna bring it all back. Yeah.
You guys hate the 75%ers. You top 10.
I'm on your camp. I'm in your camp, Spin. I'm just playing devil's
But you're kind of little in mine.
Just a little bit.
At Jill Rogers, I think the open should be for the average CrossFitter. The rest of you all get several more competitions to prove your awesomeness. If you were for the community and building CrossFit, why shit all over the open being for the first time muscle up? Because Tyler wants to be challenged. He doesn't want to go faster. He just wants to.
Yeah, he's obviously an RX Xenomer, and he wants to be an elite Xenomer.
I'm an elite I will be an elite Xenomer.
Yo, I felt a little. I'm curious if it's like you have to be a certain. And maybe when he said elite, like we're not thinking the elite like how we're thinking elite. Like maybe his version's a little bit different. But like he made it seem like if you're not CrossFit Games, CrossFit semifinals athlete, like you're not going to do muscle ups in the workout. Like that's what he made it seem like.
Yeah,
I'm like, dude, you need an in between. Then you need an in between because you're going to have specialists that can do everything. Right?
Well, that's the thing. Yeah. So it's like we have the capability to do all of the elite workouts at a decent pace. Now we're not going to be anywhere close to the elite paces.
We're not going to win.
But you want to be able to do that elite level to see where you stack up against somebody.
We can do it all.
Actually, no. I just think about it like that. It's almost exactly like World Fitness Project when they introduced the Challenger division.
Yeah,
a little bit. Yeah,
and like Tudor and Jack and Ty, I think in the first Indianapolis qualified for Challenger, and they're like, oh, you don't get the 70-pound dumbbell, you get the 50-pound dumbbell. And they're like, I can do the 70-pound dumbbell,
it
right?
Feels like that.
And so I think that might be my like one thing is maybe rethink it at some point is like, if you can do all the movements, you want to see how you stack up to
the elites.
Whoever, one of these top athletes does it because you're not going to feel as accomplished in the RX not getting to do the ring muscle ups if you can do those. Like a top 10 percenter can do all of that stuff. Like nothing's too heavy or too skilled for a top 10% athlete, but they're not going to get that opportunity.
when he was talking about the handstand push-ups, and he's like, you know, the RX is going to do them to an ab mat or whatever. I was like, there's nothing stopping me from moving the ab mat.
No, compete. No, the scale is that. Yeah.
But still, like, I think if you want the option to do elite, you should be able. You're paying $500,
right?
You should be
get
able
buried
to go.
if you want to.
Go sign up for whatever you want to. I that would be my one change too. And like they should be allowed to invite whoever they want to invite. But if there's slots open,
it's like High Rocks, right? Like there's the Elite 15, like that. They get their own race. If you want to have an elite heat, that's like you get the whole floor to yourself. You're not trying to plow past people or get like
right.
If they want to have the top 20,
that's fine.
Have
but
their
like
own heat, like
elite still has all the pro weights you can still do. You just suck at it.
Right.
So, all right, last one here. And then the big news with Crescendo. At AE 2.3. Hey again, never called in like you asked to explain why I have watched CrossFit from 2012, but have never actually tried it. Mostly because I haven't come up with the legitimate excuse yet as to why. But I will be at Syndicate Crown this year. I will come by and say hello if I don't die from my non-CrossFit lifestyle first.
I tell you what, AE 2.3.
I think we should have them on the broadcast.
We not only should we have you on the broadcast, we should also do a workout with you.
Yeah.
Get you to try CrossFit a little bit.
Mm-hmm. We can make it simple. That could be the JY Barbell Challenge.
We do something like that. So that is it. Viewer comments. Go subscribe, like this video. If you're watching and have not subscribed, go get there. We are so close to 11,000. We are how far away? We are at 10,825. We are 175 away.
Come on.
From 11,000. So go ahead and subscribe and do that before it's too late at some point. All right. We got 50 minutes. We got to get 3 things. I saw somebody comment that we had 24 minutes a segment, so we're
off pace now.
We're behind. Crescendo news. We got 2 big things for you. One of them, we're going to share the 6 workouts. JR gave me the workouts and said, "Hey, if you want
all
to,
all
6 of them, you get them now." JR was going to share them on Friday, and then he shared them with me. And I was like, "I'm just going to share these." He's like, "Okay, sure." So
stop you now.
Yeah. So we're going to share the 6 workouts in a second. But the news you guys don't know, the 3 of us are going to be at Crescendo. And the 3 of us are going to be live streaming Crescendo right here on the Barbell Spin channel. So a little bit of a teaser.
We're covering the whole thing.
A little bit of a teaser ahead of Syndicate Crown's live stream. So we'll get some good reps in there. We'll look at some of the best teams that we'll probably see at Syndicate Crown a month later. And so we will be live streaming.
Mm-hmm. I'm stoked.
I'm so pumped.
It'll be my first time at CrossFit Crash.
I think me and Tyler
is it really going to be?
I've never been there.
Tyler, we should do like a Xenom run through.
I would do that. I don't know. Like John does this where it's like
we're going to do all this stuff. And then it's like, do we have like 2 hours to do it?
No, we just do it in the morning. We did it last time.
I don't think you even know the schedule, John.
I was waiting for Tyler to talk.
The problem is it's like by Sunday after you've worked the entire time.
Yeah, you're really
you're slammed. You're just like, I feel terrible.
Yeah, JR has to run a competition. You're like, hey, I need a barbell, a rig, and JR's like, no, get away, get out of here.
Are we going to talk about the guests coming or no?
No, that's a surprise. That's a surprise.
Okay.
But Vindicate will be there. And
this will be my first time at Crescendo.
I participated 1 year.
I've heard it's as cool or more cool than.
Oh, I had a ball. Yeah. We got 4th, but I had a ball.
Oh, by the way, speaking of Vindicate, where's it there?
The barbell spin.
The barbell
TBS.
Spin. That shirt. It may or may not be at Syndicate Crown for you guys to buy.
Ooh.
So, depends if Vindicate can print them off and get them there to Knoxville. But, you can get a little crown. It's pretty cool, right?
Do it.
So
I like it.
Go to Knoxville, Tennessee. Come see us. Go meet AE 2.3. Maybe teach him a CrossFit workout if he makes it that long. And come.
We better see you all at
That's
Syndicate.
Right. That's right.
For real.
Dude, Syndicate's going to be so fun.
Does it come in a women's tank? Start throwing your mess. Go hit up Vindicate's Instagram. Throw him a DM. Tell him what you want, and he'll make it happen. He's a people pleaser. Arizona Zaki will be there.
Dude, I love Arizona Zaki.
That's right.
He's the best Zaki out there.
That's right. Do you want to share the workouts? You guys haven't even seen them, have you?
Yeah, I don't know.
I have no idea.
All right.
Live reaction.
All right. Friday morning. Let's see, here it is.
Friday morning, I have snatches.
You are not snatching on Friday morning.
What are we doing on Friday morning?
You guys, team event 1 for the co-ed advance. These are the mega teams. These are like the mayhem teams. 4-time, a 1 mile trail run, 50 synchro sandbag squats, another half mile team sandbag run, 50 synchro sandbag squats, and a 1 mile trail run. You'll see.
Dude, I love this workout.
You'll see the sandbag weights are 50, 40, 50, 40. JR told me if you want the chicks to do the 50-pound sandbags, they can do the.
They can do it.
You can do it. You just choose whoever gets the sandbag. Maybe if you get there first, you pick the 40. If you're last, you pick the 50. I don't care. JR doesn't care. You just you decide how you want to carry.
I take it back, Tyler. Let's do a partner workout and let's do this workout.
We can do that. I'll get the 40.
Disgusting. So that is
yeah,
Friday.
Fine. I'll take the 50. It's fine.
I'll take it.
That is Friday morning.
You're probably going to run faster though. just you have to run together. Do you have to run together?
I don't think
or is
so.
it like
I don't know.
Time?
I would bet no.
I bet it's the last one, or maybe total time.
Total time.
What I have been told is all the specifics will be emailed to all the competitors over the weekend. So you'll get the whole workflow, the flow, and all the details, movement standards.
Dude, I really want to do this workout, Tyler. I think the workouts like these are so fun to do. I know they're not the most fun to watch, but to do, they're really, really fun.
Yeah. That was my worst event at TFX and my favorite event at TFX was the 5K run with the weighted vest. The trail part of this I find interesting because I don't know, is it back behind Crash?
I don't know.
So we did a 5K and it was located at a park. It was a park that we did, when I did Crescendo. Yeah. And there was a hill at the end of the park. So I'm hoping it's that. I was like a nice little hill at the end.
Okay. CrossFit, I'm
in
going I'm excited. I'm excited. Would you stop it, John? I'm excited for the JY Xenom debrief excuses.
I don't know what that means. He says I give excuses a lot, and I feel like I really don't. Do y'all think I give excuses a lot when I do things?
No.
I feel like when I say, hey, I was trash.
We'll get into that here in a bit on CrossFit Update. All right, next up.
Speed Tour, John. Speed Tour.
Yeah, event number 2. This is for more than just the... no, it is the co-ed advanced as well. 4-time same-sex pairs, 12 rounds.
I'm in.
The first 6 rounds were the male pair. The second 6 rounds were the female pair. 12 dumbbell bench press, a 40-foot sled pull, 75-pound dumbbells for the men, 50 for the women, and the sled for the men will have 5 45-pound plates, and the women's will have 3.
Dude, how much the sled is?
I just
45.
I just want to do them. 5 45s.
5 by 45.
Yeah, my guess is
on the turf.
It's probably I'm sure it's on the turf, and I'm sure it's the Rogue one. It's like 100 pounds plus the.
So you this would be like I go, you go, yeah.
Yes,
Tyler.
Yeah, which is cool.
Yeah,
because you can just move.
Dude, I mean, I think
who's moving through 20 75-pound dumbbell bench press?
Unbroken, easy peasy.
I'm gonna have to break it up, probably.
Especially if I get a break. You get a break because the other person has got to go.
Oh yeah,
I think you're overestimating the all of the athletes on this one, John.
Oh no! I'm talking about me and Tyler.
Are you doing the women's weights or
no, dude? You think I can't do 75s unbroken?
I think you are overestimating everybody else in the field.
Oh no, they're not gonna go unbroken. I'm just talking about
just you.
No, I'm talking about me and Tyler are gonna do these workouts. They every workout. I know we've only seen 2, but I've just been really like I want to go do it.
Yeah, so far
that's fair.
Yeah, I think that's the trap, John. Is like people are gonna try to push the dumbbell bench as fast as they can.
No, I think we'll see a lot of failure. What's funny is that 75 is just slightly heavier than the 70 would be, right? And so I'm curious if it throws the men off. I think you, Tyler. I still think the women will struggle more than the men on this. And the women will have to be smarter than the men on this. I think this workout is won with your women and not your men.
Right.
Do you think the pulling being the opposite of a press is going to like compound itself?
Yes.
It'll
be a lot of upper body.
Like it's going to be a little bit surprising of like, oh, I did not expect this.
It'll make you breathe heavier. It won't take away from your press, but it'll make you breathe heavier. I just really like this workout. I do think the women are the difference in this. 20 bench press is a lot. So it's 3 rounds. It's 60 total bench press. Mm-hmm. But 20 unbroken is like a considerable set. It's not 12. Like
for sure.
20 is not unbroken for all of the guys either. I think maybe a handful actually get through it. And they're like they're like a John, right? Like they probably sucked in bench presser. They probably sucked in the first event, and now they're like, okay. I bet Tyler can surprise you on this.
Yeah, I do pretty well on this.
I wouldn't mind you going for it, Tyler, even if you fail, and I won't have to wait on you.
Okay.
I just say because I kind of think that you might be able to. We'll see when we get there.
Yeah, we'll see when we get there.
Your range of motion.
I think it's a trap. I think it's a trap, and
I do think it's a trap, though.
I don't think it's going to be as easy as you guys.
I think we go head first in the trap, Tyler, and see if we get caught.
Oh hell yeah, every time.
I mean, that makes more sense. All right, event 3, 4-time. This is the one that you guys saw on Instagram that I kind of tricked you guys on. First one, co-ed pairs. Pair 1, 5, 7, 9, 13 of synchro burpee box jump over and step down and 100-foot synchro plate push.
Gross.
45, 35.
If you haven't done a plate push, like that plate push, people might think like a plate push. Plate pushes suck. Like they are really, really hard. And like you'll fly for 50 feet. And then after, like you will hit a moment where you can't just like trudge. And when you get to that moment, it's like you just can't move anymore. And then you go to this like the Frogger push that I like to call, where you like push, hop, push, hop. Yeah. And like that's, if you can't just push all the way, that's what you go to, because then you're stuck and then you got to rest, right? This will be gnarlier than people think. Like if you think about like it's 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, that doesn't seem like very much big sets. There's a reason this is a 20-minute time cap. I think this workout would be way harder than people think.
And then the second pair will then go down the ladder, 13, 11, 9, 7, 5 of the same movements. For those, the synchro burpee box jump over and down, it is a burpee. You jump over the box, and then you jump back over the box. So it's 1 burpee, 2 box jump overs.
So for both up and down, or just down?
So 1 rep, when you see 5, you're going to do a burpee, jump over the box, jump back over the box. That's 1 rep. So 1 burpee and 2 box jump overs.
It's like a pogo burpee box jump over.
Yeah. So you're going to do, at the end of the day, there's 45 reps there. If you add up 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, you're going to do 45 burpees and 90 box jump overs.
So it's way slower than people think.
yes, it's not going to be like burpee jump over and you're done in 25 seconds.
Dude, I like this workout. I don't think I would be good at this workout, but
Sorry, John.
Go ahead.
I think the synchro plate push is what is going to, like, you're gonna go after that. You're gonna go to the 7. You're gonna go, oh no.
Well, somebody's gonna be better than somebody, and you're just gonna have to wait. Like, this is your weakest link. And people are underestimating the tricep fatigue they're gonna have. They just did a whole bunch of bench press, and then you have the push up on the burpee box jump over, but then the plate push, your arms are extended like on your original push. The tricep fatigue in this workout specifically will be very sneaky, but it's gonna hit. It's gonna hit.
I think the pogo burpee box jump over, actually, it would help me because I think you're going to get a little bit more breath than you would if you were just doing another burpee box jump over on the other side. Like, there's more time between each burpee. And so I think that's going to help you move a little bit faster through those than I think you otherwise would.
I guarantee people will mess up too, and they'll start doing burpees on both sides of the box. And then you'll be like, oh, no, you got to wait.
Yeah, this is a very interesting
I like it.
Workout.
Yeah.
So, like, if we were to do it, we'd only do one set.
Correct.
Because it's pair 1.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
So that is Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, event number 4. Here it is. 4-time same-sex pairs, 3 rounds. We're going to bring out the cut rope, 10/6 cut rope climbs, split however you want, or split. Pair 2, 20 D balls over the 5-foot yoke, 150/100 pounds. Split those. Switch when both pairs finish. Then directly into a 100-foot conga-style handstand walk.
All 4.
The key to this is, yes, it's all 4 of them. You could be a foot apart. You can be 10 feet apart. You could be 100 feet apart. If you want to be all holding hands going across, go for it. It's a 50-foot down and back, 25-foot unbroken segments. And basically, it's just all 4 of them. Your choice, how close you get, what order you go, how you make it down the field and back. So, yeah, if all 4 are great at handstand walking and you want to be a foot apart, go for it. But then you can also go down like bowling pins and ruin everybody and have to start over.
I like the parity in this workout. So the rope climb is going to favor the gymnast. The D ball over the yoke is going to favor the strong person. And then it's going to favor the gymnast again at the end. But you're kind of limited to your worst handstand walker in that portion anyway.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, they all got to do it all because you switch every round,
right?
So like you're picking
those
one
cut
pair.
Ropes are not going to be easy at the end.
Yeah, you're picking one pair to do 20 cut rope climbs.
We're not finishing this workout.
I don't even know how we would do this. I mean, we would probably pick the D ball over the 5-foot yoke
and do that twice instead.
And do that twice. You disagree?
No, you would since it's same.
I don't know. This could be each person does 3 rounds, or one group does 1 more. I'm not sure. Is it just 3 total rounds? Do you think?
No, it's. Yeah, I think it's 3.
Switch. So I think it's 6. You're gonna do each piece 3 times.
Ah.
Yeah, I think so.
So, what would we do?
You just start on pair 1.
And just start wherever you wanted to go. For us, I recommend starting at the rope climbs.
You just basically you're not getting rest if somebody else is slower than you.
So you do 6 rounds and then
ping pong back
and then the handstand walk.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think we're gonna get to the handstand walk, Tyler.
No,
I'll tell you right now.
This is straight through, straight handstand walk. Nothing silly.
I'm gonna hold you back in this workout, because I'm not gonna be able to do the cut rope climbs after the first round. I will be able to get through the first round, and then you're gonna have to do more rope climbs. Than it'd be like a 7-3 split.
I would be okay with that if you did more of the D
ball.
No,
of course I'll do more of the D ball, but I just think it's gonna be slow.
I don't think you can. I don't think you'd
We
want
can
to
do what we
split
want,
the
Ben.
D-ball. Okay, all right.
Yeah, it says split. I think we can do whatever we want. But like if you end up doing 10 or 5, 7, 7, you do 19 cut rope climbs, like you're gonna slow down. Like you're not gonna be able to just keep on doing them.
We'd get to that when we had to cross that bridge.
I'm just saying, I think we would be stuck, and it would be my fault. And
Just
that's
stuck in the fourth round.
Yeah. I think listen. For whatever you holding me back on, I'm doing my part on this of holding you back. I just know that I am. It is what it is, man. Like
you're a lot of dude to pull up a rope.
no, don't give me an excuse. CrossFit will get on to me. I'm just a really bad.
I can give you the excuse. You
puller.
can't give it yourself.
What's crazy is our strict pull-ups were the same, right? And then
Yeah.
just our strict pulling, I'm probably better because we went to bar muscle ups and I won. That endurance aspect, the pulling endurance,
Yeah, I don't get why you can't.
is I'm extremely bad at. It's my
Call
worst.
Austin. He'll give you some tips.
Yeah, right. That pulling endurance is something that, I mean, it's right there with running for me.
Oof.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah,
that's Saturday. That's Saturday.
Sunday.
And Sunday.
Bailey Dominion says there's a handstand walk at the end of each round. But we'll see once we get the. We'll see.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I'm sure it'll be explained to us.
Yeah, if the athletes will get the full description on the weekend.
That makes more sense.
Event 5, co-ed pairs. Pair 1, athlete 1, 180 calorie row, while the other athlete is doing 100 med ball GHD sit-ups. Expect the line on the GHD, so don't be doing any of those World Fitness Project sit-ups. Switch as desired. Pair 2 will do the exact same thing. Directly into 1 pair work, 1 pair rest of 90 synchro front squats at 225, 155. No. Nope. All done in 18 minutes.
This blows. Well, I wonder what happens like if you finish the med ball sit-ups before the row.
You can switch as you desire.
He switches desire, so so you just go back and forth.
You just go back and forth.
Yeah, if you finish the GHDs and then you guys would just sprint, 20 more cal row or whatever it ends up being.
And then to finish,
the GHDs should get done first.
With the front squats is just really rude.
I mean, you gotta have your squatters in pair 1, right? So that when pair 2 finishes, you go and do the front squats and try to get as much as you can done while the other group rests. But they're not gonna get a ton of rest. Like I don't know how many 225 front squats you could do after that, even with 5 minutes of rest.
90 is so much.
Yeah. No, it's synchro.
Is it from the floor?
The pair. I see what you're saying.
The pair, yeah. So each pair would do probably 45.
If it's from the floor, that's disgusting.
It's gonna be from the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one's the worst. I think. We both have the same expression. Like this doesn't. I don't want to do this. This. It looks disgusting.
This is the workout on Sunday where I'm like, okay, I'm done. Like I'm just.
This is where the winning team.
Yeah.
Whoever wins this, I think, is going to win the whole competition.
Yeah.
If you can
this
do it.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
Especially think about. I think your abs are going to be sore after the burpees and plate pushes, and then you have to go into like the row GHD sit up. Like you're going to just be smoked.
I don't like this workout.
No, this is the one that's like not fun.
If hold on, we have 18 minutes, so how are we even going to do this?
We would finish one of the pairs, and then because it doesn't really matter, like they're doing the same amount of work anyway.
Then 90 synchro front squat,
and
45.
Then you would just go 1-to-1. Like both of us would work and do synchro, but then we would rest for whatever time that we.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if pair 1 and 2 go at the same time.
Yeah, they do. It reads that way to me.
Yeah. So there is no rest in between.
Yeah, but then I guess you just do the same thing. You're all just doing the same thing.
You're going to have 2 GHDs and 2 rowers in each lane.
Yep.
And then you finish and then have to stare at a barbell that you don't want to touch.
Right.
Okay. So, and it'll just be 45 synchro. So you're probably going to be the weak link here.
Yeah. Well, I think you're gonna be fatigued enough.
These are 2 movements I'm good at, though. Like they're not
the
like,
row or the GHD sit up.
Both of them. I think I'm better than you in both of these.
I think for that amount of reps we would be okay. And then what saves me in the front squats is that I think you would be fatigued enough that I would be all right. It's just if I'm gonna be able
I hope so. I just think 45 is so much.
Yeah.
That you're just gonna hit a wall.
Yeah, John's gonna stare at the barbell waiting for you.
Right.
Like,
come on, Tyler.
Like if we have 45 front squats at 225, I'm thinking 3 sets at 15 and with like a minute rest.
No.
That's my point. You're like
9 sets of 5.
That's what you're gonna do. 9 sets of 5. We're gonna do 3 sets of 5, and then we're gonna be like
15 sets of 3. I don't know.
I would go 10 and then like 5s and 3s.
That's How are you
five squat clean singles to finish it,
then, Tyler? Like what?
So
squat
that's
clean singles might be better for me, honestly.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Dude, no, we're not doing 45 squat clean singles. We'll just do it. I'm gonna be frustrated at you, but you're gonna be frustrated at me in the one before this. So,
Matthew Warren, do the winners get like an invitation to Syndicate? No. So the invites to Syndicate
to come.
Those invites will already be out. I think you'll see a lot of teams that get invites to Syndicate
that will
also be at Crash. Yeah. And the invites, the teams at Syndicate are getting invited by their open performance. So if you go look at the CrossFit Games, the open leaderboard, and switch to teams, Wilson's going to take the top 40 teams in the world and say, here's your invite. Once the CrossFit Games finalizes the leaderboard, whatever that means, Wilson will invite the 40 teams in the world, give them a few days. Whoever doesn't accept, he'll then go down the line and say, you're up, until he gets a roster of 40 teams. So
I was looking through that, and I mean, like, I just assume most international teams are not going to come.
John and I tried to get Zane and his team to come over, but he wants to go to Torian.
Why? He's gonna have to go. I bet he goes 85 or lower.
Yeah,
in the
Max
world.
Vargas. What team is Max on?
It's a tune-up. Kima? He's one of the gyms. I don't want to say the wrong one, so if I already have,
let us know, Max.
Yeah, Max, tell us what team you're on. There's only like a couple that go do this.
So, yeah, I mean, I think I've heard some teams that said they're going to come out and do it. And
yeah, I got the right one. Good deal. Okay, I didn't want to say that.
Kathy's saying because Torian is lit.
Torian is lit. I get it.
It's fair. We're not doing the live stream for Torian, so there is a little bit of a knock on them.
Tyler, I've decided that let's just not do this event.
I understood.
Yeah, I think you're gonna get to the first 4 and then say,
we're good.
Tired.
Call it a day. I think we got ring muscle ups in this last one though. And I think
you think so?
We're gonna want to do it. Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff on it. It's a
waterfall. The last one.
Yeah, the last event. It's called Hangover. That's what you're gonna feel like after you do that last one. Here it is, waterfall style, same-sex pairs. Yeah, 1 pair works, 1 pair rests. 30 synchro bar muscle ups, 40 kettlebell hang snatches with the 53s or 35s, 50 kettlebell hang clean and jerks with the 70s and 53s, finishing up with 60 kettlebell deadlifts, the 150s and the 106. All kettlebell movements can be split between the pairs as desired.
Now, when it says waterfall, where do they start? Do they wait for the one pair to finish first and then they go?
Sounds like it.
Okay.
Ooh. No. Oh, yeah, waterfall style, 1 pair wear. Oh, God.
Yeah, you got to do it all, man. The 60 deadlifts are
so 30, 30, 40,
dude.
40,
The 50 clean and
50,
jerks
60,
and 60 deadlifts are disgusting. I think the 40 snatches are the easiest part. This workout's disgusting. The last two workouts are not like. I'm not a fan. They're
how many people actually do kettlebell hang snatches and clean and jerks? Like not. I mean, maybe a little bit. But not very often.
I used to do them a lot more. I haven't done them, I think, in a couple years.
I do them in grid.
Yeah. But they used to be a lot more common. I feel like we used to do them like maybe 16 or 17.
I feel like when the dumbbells came out, that's what everybody then switched to. Is like, we'll just do dumbbell.
Nobody wanted to.
This is so many reps, though.
It is. This is really bad. The way you felt in the rope climb workout, John, where you thought you would slow me down.
Oh,
that's how I would feel.
You think you're going to slow me down in this?
We're going to get to the hang clean and jerks with the 70s.
Heavy.
It's just like I'll be able to do it. I was just way too slow.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. The good news is that it can be split as desired. So
you know what we're probably going to end up doing? Like you do 3 and I do 5. And like it's not like, and that's just how we're going to do it until they're over. You know what I mean?
Oh, so you want to be one pair and I be the other pair?
No, we work together. You split it however you want to split it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Deadlift. I think it'll be fine on the deadlifts.
I got some notes here. Event 5, both pairs work at the same time. This is from JR. So event 5, what we just looked at, both pairs are working at the same time like we got to. The finale is a true waterfall. Once pair 1 leaves the bar muscle up, pair 2 starts on the bar muscle.
Oh, that's fun. So you send your best athletes first, so the other one won't catch them. But
right.
And weather permitting, this one is outside.
Oh, on
the new rig that's outside in the back.
Dude.
So
I hate
some good
the
weather.
last 2 workouts.
I don't hate it in this way, John, because think about it.
Not as a programming standpoint, they're just disgusting. It's like the first 4 look really fun. And then the last 2 are like, I have no desire to do it. I would never do it like as I'm going to go do that, like as a workout. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
John, think about this. This isn't that bad. I mean, it's bad, but think of it's not as much as you think it is, because we would be on the same pair. We're going to split. You're going to do 15 bar muscle ups if we go 50-50.
No, that's synchro there, Chief.
Oh shit. Well, okay, that's fine. That's fine.
The bar muscles are fine. We'll be fine.
The bar muscle ups are fine. The hang snatches, you're only doing 20. The hang kettlebell clean and jerks, you're only doing 20. I mean, 25 is still a lot, but you're doing 25.
I think the hang clean and jerks.
The hang clean and jerks are the hardest.
That's what it's going to be the hardest part.
The hardest
movement. Yeah, and then it's 30 kettlebell deadlifts.
Yeah, I think we'll get to the clean and jerks just fine. And then I think the clean and jerks are going to be like, we fall apart. Like I'm really hoping that 15 minutes is like a tight cap.
Now, the hard part about this is that it's doubles for the snatches.
And the clean and jerks.
But to me, the double hang snatch is way more difficult than a double hang clean and jerk.
Not with 70s.
I think they're the same hard with those weights.
Yeah, with those weights?
No, I think the 70s are so much harder. No, I think the clean and jerks are the worst thing.
Yes.
And I don't think the 150 is going to move very easy. I think we're doing 5s on that.
Yeah, we're not going to. Yeah, that's going to be terrible.
You got to think, how is your grip going to feel after this? I don't have good grip endurance.
No, it's gonna be
like I can do these things, but it's like a one-off
30
thing.
bar
I
muscle
can't
ups.
just keep doing it. You know what I mean?
And it's starting to hang on everything else.
I'm wearing my frog grips the entire time on every piece.
Are we allowed to do that? Yeah, me too.
We're not officially signed up, so we can do whatever we want.
No, we're doing it. Yeah. I don't care. That's true.
Yeah. So that is it.
I don't want to do the last 2. Like you're gonna you have to want to do the last 2 for us to do the last 2. If you don't have an adamant stand, then we're not going to do it, because I'm not gonna make you do it.
I think we do all 6 on Thursday.
At Crucible, I made you do all the workouts.
I know.
And I'm not going to make you do this.
Yeah.
At AR Roth, no, they are. We are doing the commentary. We're going to all 3 be there.
No, but me and
CrossFit
Tyler like to do the workouts in the morning before the actual elites go. It's fun for them because they can see, okay, like this is where it's bad. Obviously, they're not working strategy off of us, but they can say this is where it gets really bad. Or like if it's super hard or super easy, right? If we're finishing under the cap, then it's probably not super hard, right?
I mean, the deadlift, the sled push deadlift workout that we did for Crash.
Very comparable.
I was glad we did that one though, because
you saw where it got hard.
Yeah, it was so different once you did it than it seemed on paper.
Agreed.
Are the same sex teams going to be different or the same workouts? They'll be the same workouts. There'll be slight modifications for that. This we're talking about the elite actual workouts. So.
Are you going, Lucy?
Assume so. Anyway,
and if we can't, we can't. But me and Tyler just like to do those things.
Hey, Matthew, calm down. We got 15 minutes. We will get through this. Okay. Just be good. All right. That's CrossFit Crescendo. Those slides will be out on Instagram probably any minute now. And then if you were competing, you'll get an email this weekend with all of the flow, all the standards, all the details you need. So you don't have to listen to 3 of us try to figure it out on the fly. CrossFit updates. Before we get into Tyler and his updates, we do need to find out who won the the barbell spin.
Oh, thank God!
Update.
I would have spaced this week.
I had it queued up, so
I know which one I want to double if it's me.
I think it's me. I don't know. No one knows, but I think it's me.
Oh, look at this. Vindicate. If you've been living under a rock, Colton Mertens won the Open. Use code MERTENS26 for 26% off your order. How did you figure that out? Mertens26 for 26%. Ends at midnight tonight. Limited edition golden Iron Hog tees are available.
Golden.
VNDK8.com. Code MERTENS26 for 26% off. If you want to save less money, go use code SPIN, and I think you save 15%. So your choice. I would use the MERTENS26 for the next few hours. Thanks, Travis. All right, here we go.
Real go thread.
That's right. Here we go. Some of the top athletes. Speaking of Colton Mertens, he was the top athlete on the barbell spin leaderboard as well. How about that? Weird. Nobody beat him in the Open or the barbell spin Open. Carolyn Prevost, 8th place in the world. Winning that one. Zane Shellbear-Healy, he'll be on a team. He had the best team in the world. 51st there in the men's side. Noah Wilson, Matthias Porter, Jason Ray, Alex Morris, Nico Bedone, Logan Brown, Tucker McLemore, Magnus Lunander, not on a team, signed up late. Undrafted. On the women's side, Carolyn Prevost, Kyra Milligan, Hannah Hardy, Lido Calagiani, 44th. I feel like that's probably a PR for Lido. Samantha Pugh, Morgan Patullo, Nicolette Torregiani, Nicole Honches.
It's my girl.
Ali Zerke, and Megan Apostolaris. Those were the top athletes in the barbell spin hashtag leaderboard. After this, who do you think did the best? There's a lot of trash pandas there on the men. There's a lot of meat spins on the women's side.
I think I'm the worst.
John.
I fear I'm the worst. I do not like being in second. I remember last year we were first in week 2, and then we won. I did not like being second this year. Spin, you were in first, right?
I was in first. We'll find out. Age group, Shanna Bunce, second place in the 60 to 64 division. She'll be going to the age group quarterfinals next week. John Kim 7th and Talia Vosaki 35th. Those are the best age group performers. Tyler, you beat John 11,000th in the world. John 14,000th. This was not a good time. I did one workout, and so this was not a good open for me. We'll forget it and then move on to next year.
That last workout really caught John back up.
Yeah, how did that last workout go for you, John?
Dude, I think if I would have had like whatever score I would put up today, I'm curious if I'd be ahead of you.
How did you do 26.3, John? Can you share with the viewers
I
what
had a
happened?
flight at 9 a.m. and I was supposed to be home at 11 a.m. and I was going to do the workout in the afternoon at my gym. The flight got delayed for 5 hours. Then we had to stay in the air for like an extra hour. I did not get to my car until 6 p.m. So
that's good. You have an hour. You're on Central Time.
I mapped the nearest CrossFit gym because my gym is an hour away.
Oh, that's cool.
I go start my car. My car is not starting. There's something wrong with the engine.
I'd have called it at this point.
I go to Uber to the nearest CrossFit. It's 15 minutes away. I get to this gym at about 6:25, and then I put on. I did the waiver. They said I could do it in the corner. I'm like, cool. And then I put on 95 pounds. Got 2 sets of 10s. Started the clock.
You didn't warm up?
I hadn't have time, Tyler.
You had to do it and load to the score.
Yeah, I did 2 burpees.
Jesus.
And then I started.
There we go. John's always got an excuse.
I don't know how this is. I'm literally telling my day.
Of excuses to have, this one's pretty damn good. The first 2 were pretty damn good.
I just could not believe it when you texted us and you're like, I've been on a plane and it's a 5-hour delay and I can't get off this thing.
Dude, and I was like, the whole time I'm like, I'm not gonna get this done. This is like I'm gonna be out of the open. And I was very thankful to U-Turn CrossFit. They were very accommodating. So go give U-Turn CrossFit a shout out. Beautiful folks. One of the coaches knew me, and that was cool. He was like, "Hey, I watched the show," so he was a fan of the show.
Daniel Arnson wrecked Grant. There you go, Dan. That's always good to see. Wasn't even close. I should pay you $4.99 for that. Anything to take down Grant.
Yep. So yeah,
good job, John.
Got it done. I know 4 minutes into the workout, I was like, I just get a score. Just get a score. Like I didn't want to do it at all, and I was like, just get it.
I feel like
the EMOM idea you had was something I fell back to. About 4 minutes in, I was like, just do the burpees in a minute, because I knew the other stuff I could do in under a minute, but I was like, just do the burpees in a minute.
I actually went to a lot of knee burpees in the old Carolyn Prevost method.
Knee burpees,
like you just go up to one knee and then you step up. But yeah. So yeah, that's how that went. Glad it's over. On to quarterfinals.
What a good son.
Yeah, that's how bored I was.
Dude, the text messages were golden. I was like, we're gonna see some news report. The TSA pulled a guy off a plane. John was losing his mind.
I was like, guys, I was having a rough time when the car didn't start. So then after the workout, I Ubered back to the car, ordered a tow truck, got the tow. So sat in the little parking spot building for an hour, and then got towed to the nearest Christian Brothers. It's a car fixing place, and Leslie picked me up, and then 40 minutes later we were home. So I got home at 10 o'clock, and I was supposed to be home at 11 o'clock. And it was just not a good time. But the workout got done. Onward and upward.
There you go. And what you guys all want to know. 75.4,
I feel like I have to be last.
74.2.
Because there's a big gap. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
I was the last place person. So
you were making up ground though last time. I was falling back. Tyler was hanging steady. You were catching up.
God, Spin, you're making me nervous.
All right.
I think Tyler won for the second year in a row, and I'm last place.
Here we go. Which one do you want to see first?
First.
First place?
Yeah, let's go first place.
All right, first place of the Barbell Spin Open Challenge. Trash Pandas.
There you go, Tyler.
Yes, we did it again. I did not help in week 3, but we did it again, folks.
You did.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. You guys are the best.
Trash Pandas, 2 years in a row.
2 years.
That's impressive. Second place, not doing a workout twice. Here we go.
Yeah.
Team meets Finn.
Oh,
John. Oval team in third place.
Which one's it going to be, John?
I'm going to do the second one.
Okay.
So I got
just double the reps?
Yeah, just
double the time.
Yeah, just double the reps and double the time. You think I can finish it?
No.
I honestly, for 40 ring muscle ups at the end, feeling like
that's
how you
like
feel.
150. That's 156 before your PR.
Yeah, I think I might go 2s
from the start.
Yeah.
The overhead lunges are going to be the worst part of that whole workout.
Yeah, I think I just got to slow those down. I'm pretty good at the overhead lunges.
Be limitless, Vicky, for some oval team to get through 26.2 again.
Thank you, Vicky.
There we go.
So what is it? How is it? 160 foot lunge? That's how we do it.
It's times. Was it 2 times through?
Yeah. I was gonna give him dealer's choice because he's got to do this workout. Yeah. So dealer's choice on how he wants to do it.
Yeah, I kind of think you just double everything and double the time and go.
Yeah.
I agree.
It's like unpartitioned 26.2.
I would be even okay with you doing it where you did all the rounds of everything up to the ring muscle ups. It's just double the rounds.
You can't do that.
No, I'm just curious at how many ring muscle ups I'll do.
You can do it twice around. You can do it all the way through and then all the way through again, or you can just double everything.
Partitioned or unpartitioned.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I'm just trying to think. Like as soon as I get to the ring muscle ups, the workout's over. Because then I just go to 2s and I just get what I can get.
Right. It'll be interesting to see, how much slower you'll have to go and like if you can finish it. I think you'll get deep into the ring muscle ups.
Yeah. Sure. Do you think I should finish no matter what? No cap?
No cap. It. You need to cap it.
Yeah. Cap yourself.
I mean, if I'm close, it doesn't matter.
I mean, if
we can't stop you, John. But our opinion is to stop.
Okay.
But
y'all act like I'm going to hurt myself. Go ahead.
Well, we have good reason.
There's precedent for that. So
it's called being a warrior. That's what that's called.
As for the actual CrossFit update itself, you can watch Tyler's video, and you can yell at him. You can make videos about him, whatever. Either way, there's a CrossFit update video for you. Gets you everything caught up in 7 minutes, and it's actually
the start. Yeah, I screwed up a couple things. I filmed that at like midnight, but the plan on that is for every week going through quarterfinals and semifinals, I will give you guys updates. So just kind of doing the old CrossFit update show thing, tell you who to watch, and try to make it easier for you guys to follow because it is complicated.
Yeah, I don't know if there's too much to talk about from a standpoint of. It's the Open. It's preseason. They're all moving to quarterfinals. Outside of teams that moves like qualify to like Syndicate, it doesn't matter from the top athletes. There's nobody that we thought was going to qualify that didn't, other than Bronislaw, which we've talked about the last 2 weeks because he has an injured knee.
Right.
Everybody else is qualified. There's no Brent Fikowski who's like 1900th or whatever it is just to try to get through. Like everybody is top couple hundred. We'll see him next week do quarterfinals. And
it was the one that I was like, this is going to be the hardest one just to be excited about filming because I was like, there's not any speculation. There's no crazy story. Austin did get shot in the foot and can't do the Open or something like that. It was just straight down the middle.
Hey Grant, I think you got beat by Daniel. So go work on your 26.3. And last but not least, Wodapalooza recap. John, you were there.
I was.
How was it? Did you have fun? First time in Miami?
Yeah. I see what people say when they say like, well, the vibes were just really fun. Like, and I always thought I was like, okay. Like that's how I felt about that. But I get it. Like everybody's just having a good time there. Like in a good way too, not like in a partying way. There is that, but like it's still like during the day, like it's everybody's just trying to have a good time. Nobody's taking it too serious or anything. Obviously it's not fun when it rains like it did, but we had a really good first 2 days, and then the time that it rained really hard originally was in the middle of their sandbag complex workout, and it was really fun watching them try to get through this workout in a monsoon.
I bet.
Like I mean, everybody's.
I don't feel like the live stream didn't show. I don't think how hard it was raining.
Oh, dude, it was wild, and like you didn't realize, even as a spectator, you didn't realize how wet you were getting because you're watching them get through this, and I'm like, and I know I told Ty to like do the sandbags a certain way, and I'm like, oh please God, don't let me mess them up, like because like so I'm like making sure that's working out okay, and like you're in it, right? You're in the workout, you're in it, and then the second they finished, you've been in it for way too long. Like you would have been like, all right, I'm out like 10 minutes ago. But that doesn't hit you until they're done with the workout. And then when it hit you, it's far too late. Like it's everything is way more wet than you think. And then like clothes are like permanently ruined. Like we went to the hotel and like these clothes were wet 3 days after the fact. By the way, I left my suitcase in my car and it's still at the shop. So I'm sure that smells wonderful.
John. That's the worst move ever.
Yeah, no, trust me. I heard it from my wife. Trust me.
How hot is it in Texas right now?
Me and my wife had a
discussion.
A discussion about it for sure. But it was great. So I went to the frog grip booth and I was like, hey guys, can I get the purple grips in extra small because my wife really wanted the frog grips, and I was going to pay for it. I was like, do I do code spin? Like, do I get 15% off? Right. And then the frog grip guy was like, you got it, man. Go ahead. And I was like, let's go frog grips. I am a fan. Like, not that I wasn't a fan earlier, but like now I'm like, that's my grip brand. Like, and I'm going to shout
the best grips out there.
Shout them from the
If you've ordered frog grips and you didn't use code spin, cancel your order. Cancel your order and then reorder them like Summer did.
Sean's the best from frog grips.
Dude, and
for sure.
And look, she's got them on. She's
the car too. Throw the car away.
Look at that.
The purple lavenders.
Oh, it's on the inside.
Yeah. All right, get out of here. No, it's cool. It's cool. JYBarbell.com if you want to get strong. $25 a month is all it is. 2-week free trial. JYBarbell.com. Go hit me up.
Second place.
So that was fun. Went to King Kong tent. Did not have the same experience, but we're not going to go through that. King Kong bags are the best bags out there.
You guys need to buy more bags so they know who
we are.
It's okay. I canceled my flight. It was fine, but it was a problem for a time. Those who know that was a great joke. But anyway, other than like it was a really, really, really fun time, even though the competition got as much rain as it ever has had. The inside the Miami Beach thing, Jim, was really, really cool. Although I heard there was a slight controversy with the Miami Beach gym. Did you guys hear about this at all?
No.
So you were there. You were at that gym.
Yeah, he live streamed it.
Yeah. John just texted us, said, send everyone to my Instagram. No context. It's like, why?
He said, no, he said doing 26.3.
Yeah.
Send people to my Instagram. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. And none of you did, so it's okay. But everybody was on Justin's.
I shared it.
Everybody was on Justin's YouTube. It's okay. Just another win for the boys interrupted.
Well, it probably got confused when James went live on Friday night and the stream was sideways. But
yeah, that's on him. That's not on us. Like anyway, regardless. And that was cool too that they did the last event.
Yeah. So what happened with CrossFit Miami Beach?
So apparently, if you look up Miami Beach CrossFit gyms drop-in prices, it's like $30 for a drop-in. Like $90 for a 3-day pass. Yeah. And they were, but during spring break or Wodapalooza weekend, it was $50 for a drop in and $135 for a 3-day pass. And they had been hiking up
smart businessman.
They'd been hiking up their price.
I like it.
You do? Do you like
it? It's demand pricing.
Yeah, they charged $50 to everybody that wanted to drop in, and people were dropping in for literally an hour. But it's only $30 if you go there today. Grant, 80 with parking. so
he keeps saying that.
They were making out on people like big time. So I think there were people who were a little bit upset about that, and I understandably so. But anyway, what else? Do you have any questions?
What about the actual competition? Could anybody beat Lucy?
I mean, she was 4 points down going into the last event. There was a 6-point gap, first to fourth place. Abby Doman, Ariel Lowen, Andra Moistis, out of nowhere, and then Lucy Campbell. And me and Brian actually had a talk on the pre-shows that we were doing, and I told him if it comes down to one event and Lucy Campbell is in the competition, Lucy Campbell's going to win the competition.
Yeah.
She is the most clutch athlete I think we have ever seen. Like Tia's never had to be clutch. She's just that much better. Like how many times does it come down to one event and Lucy comes out on top?
Actually Tia's probably anti-clutch because it came down twice and she lost.
Well, 2017, she tried to lose.
That's right.
But we're not gonna talk about the clutchness of Tia, but because it's not there. But anyway, that's not the point. I'm just kidding. Tia's the fittest women ever. So don't worry about it. But comes down to one event. Who wants it more? There is nobody better than Lucy Campbell. And sure enough, that's what happened. And the last event wasn't really particularly close. And she was surprised about that. She thought people would be around her. They weren't.
Yeah.
The athletes having to pay, by the way, to drop in to do that workout. I mean, like,
and I think there was a clip about her when she goes like $50. Like that's insane. I think they actually reached out to her and said, "Oh, we didn't know you were an athlete. You don't have to pay." and then I think she told them it's okay. Everybody else has to pay to get in there. So like she was almost mad, like she was going to be the better person to get at them a little bit. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of how that went down. But
I mean, like in that instance, I'm waving it not because they're famous athletes, but because Wodapalooza is in like a dire situation, and we just we got to do whatever we can to get it done.
You just open
on
it
Sunday.
up.
Well, Sunday. No, Sunday is different though. I think everything was free on Sunday.
Sunday.
The gyms opened up.
Well, for the athletes,
it was the days coming up.
They didn't let any outside media in there.
No, I think like CrossFit's saying here, Sunday was free. I believe that was for like all the gyms that did open up.
Okay.
To let people do the workouts at the last minute. I know that like strength and conditioning downtown strength and conditioning Miami. The owner there's always been great to me. Like I stored my stuff there when I went the first time.
They're cool.
And so I was telling her like, can you give people space to do it? Like she's no longer affiliated, but she opened up her doors and sent people over there. And so they got to get their video out, do a video, submit it like that versus being an affiliate. And it was like everybody was just scrambling to find a spot because there aren't that many gyms in Miami Beach.
No. Versus
when you're on the mainland. And so, she took care of people and helped. And I think a couple other gyms did too as well. But I think it was a mad scramble because like I know Pool Boy was like his heats were canceled twice, I think it was. And he's like, and he ended up doing it there. Like they just grabbed equipment and started doing it. Like I don't even think Wodapalooza was probably like cool with it, but because it was still lightning and raining and stuff, but he got it done. So, yeah. Anyway, it's
getting it done.
Hey, what's the chances you're going to get struck by lightning anyway?
No, honestly, I should have done
it's
that.
low. It's low. So yeah, and then on the men's side, James Sprague is unbeatable. But I think the bigger story is Sprague, or not Sprague. Ty Jenkins
Getting second.
What about him?
He looked impressive.
Yeah, dude, he's one of the fittest people in the world.
I told you.
So much bigger now. Like when you guys haven't seen him, but I feel like at Syndicate he still looked like a little boy. And I mean, he was, he's super fit, but he's like he still has his like little boy body.
He's filling out.
And you remember when Dallin had his little boy body, and then there was 1 year it was like, whoa, Dallin has a man body now, right?
That picture I posted of Sprague in the season report, it was a card that I made years ago, and I was like, you were thin and kind of like a kid looking,
wispy.
Yeah, wispy.
Corn
anyway,
stalk
sorry, John.
Looking. Yeah. But like I stood next to Ty, and he's every bit as thick as I am. And I asked him how much he weighed, and he said 194, which just means he's got more musculature than I do. Because when you look the same big and you're less, right? But I'm just saying he has got a man body now.
That's scary. He's going to be good. And then just a real quick update. If you didn't pay attention on Monday, there's a tie for Austin Hatfield and Yona Koski. So what happened was during 26.3, Nick Matthew, early on, like 4.5 minutes in, he changed his weights, added 10 pounds to it for the 115-pound bar after the thrusters, and then just started power cleaning, skipped the 12 burpees. And apparently the next day, or I guess no, on Saturday, somebody was reviewing their video because they videoed themselves doing 26.3 to have it in case they, set the world record and needed a video, and realized that Nick did it, alerted Dylan and team. The problem, it was technically past, what the rule book says is the appeal period.
Right.
But the problem is it was part of the open workout. So it had to be an official score, not what Wodapalooza could do.
Right.
So anyway, they moved Nick Matthew down the leaderboard to match his score from that, which then caused Yona Koski to then leapfrog Austin Hatfield from 4th to 3rd. But because it was after the deadline to do appeals, Wodapalooza worked with Austin and Yona, and they both agreed to just tie for 3rd place. So,
which is
a little craziness there.
It's a very all righty then.
Yeah,
and just kind of moved on.
Yeah. So
can I give one person a shout out before we leave, because I know we're leaving.
Yeah, you got one quick shout out there, John.
Okay, there is a woman named Jill or Jillian. I don't know. I don't remember which one, Jill or Jillian. But she came up to me and introduced herself, and she is a New Zealander, and they came from New Zealand to Wodapalooza, and they love the show. They watch the show every Wednesday or Thursday morning for them.
Yeah.
So I met a Kiwi, and she goes to CrossFit HWPO. Apparently, HWPO tried to buy them out because there was already a gym that was CrossFit HWPO.
CrossFit HWPO. Interesting.
And then there's a little story about that, but we can once HWPO does
a subscriber content or
yeah. But anyway, thank you for coming and seeing me, Miss Jill / Jillian. I wish I remembered, but she was there for Masters, super ripped, biceps bigger than Tyler's. But yeah. Anyway,
awesome.
Shout out to
always fun to meet those people. Hopefully we'll see some fans on in April at Crescendo. We'll be live streaming it, and then following up with Syndicate Crown. So thank you guys. We will see you guys next week.
I apologize to absolutely nobody.